Hi, and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Before I begin, I wanted to let you guys know that I do have some updates as far as the readings that I offer, and that will be at the end. If you want to go ahead and follow the timestamp for the very end message, you can find out about how those prices are going to change, and I think you guys will probably be happy with it, okay? So today's reading is Should You Go For It or Not? And this is brought to you by Annie Turvey, a viewer. Other viewers have asked very similar questions, and these viewers' names are Danu Crying Fire, Natalie Silverio, Yasmin Sultan, and Ella Orion Black. So we're getting all of you guys taken care of in one reading. All right, so the question, should I go for it or not, that's going to be a question that can apply to anything, any kind of topic in your life, okay? So apply it to what's on your mind or what you want to know about. Or let's say that you have multiple things you want to know about, and you can pick one pile for one and another pile for another one. It's just up to you. Do know, though, that I tend to put a romantic slant on my answers just because they're the most popular answers, and I do know that most people are going to be asking about some kind of love situation. All right, so let me go ahead and tell you which piles are which. Pile number 1 is the green butterfly. Pile number 2 is the purple butterfly. Pile number 3 is the orange butterfly. Pile number 4 is the blue or turquoise butterfly. Pile number 5 is the pink butterfly, and pile number 6 is the red butterfly. All right, guys, so take a moment to figure out which pile you're going to go with. If you need to, go ahead and pause the video. Anything you need to know about me is going to be in the description, so if you need any extra information, timestamps, whatever, it's going to be in the description. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Okay, hi pile number 1. So, should you go for it or not? We have the Empress, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Cups, okay? The deeper meaning card here, the Dream Oracle card, is give yourself permission to play. And, okay, the answer is simple, is say no, which is interesting. Seems like it's a little bit of a conflicting message, because the Empress tends to have a lot of abundance. The Ten of Wands and Seven of Cups. There's different things that kind of go. Okay, here's what I feel is going on for you guys. Should you go for it or not? I feel like you have an option that's kind of more positive and an option that's kind of more negative. For example, or positive action versus inaction, maybe. As, for example, it's like, should you go for this and know that there's going to be abundance eventually? Or should you go ahead and put this down and walk away from it because maybe it's too much for you, okay? If you go for it, okay, then you're gonna have success, because we have the Empress, which brings abundance, okay, and we have the Seven of Cups, which brings lots and lots of options, okay. And I think this actually applies to both scenarios, okay. If you're in the kind of person that's kind of thinking, I think I might need to let this go, but I'm not certain, you're gonna have options as well, depending on which way you go. Now, if you decide to keep carrying this around with you and doing this, and it's getting to the point where it's hurting, it's really like kind of driving you crazy, it's kind of making you just very uncomfortable and all of that, then this is going to be something that you're going to have to just kind of say no to. You're going to have to just go ahead and say, you know what, I can't put myself in this situation anymore. However, if this has just started within the past 2 or 3 weeks, okay, then go ahead and wait it out. You should go ahead and see if you want to stick with that idea, or if you want to go ahead and keep that keep that going, okay? Because you can get what you want in this situation, if you go for it, okay? Another thing that we're getting here is, it says give yourself permission to play. Understand that this isn't as, I understand that the things that we're very invested in and things that we are attached to are serious things. I get that. And I'm not trying to say that it's not or be dismissive of feelings or anything like that, okay? But this is kind of letting you know that this is supposed to be lighthearted. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something that you enjoy, not something that is like this, like such a burden, something that's weighing you down, okay? You know, just know that it's okay to bring, you know, to kind of, I mean, it's kind of a jerk thing to say, but it's okay to lighten up and be more playful in this situation and really enjoy it, because again, it's going to bring you great things. Now, I do want to mention about the Ten of Wands. There's one other interpretation that I feel is important, okay? And that is, you might be at a point where your job, you're basically, you've had a job or you've had a task to do and it's almost over, okay? Or you have just completed it. And maybe you're wondering if you should continue on and take on another task or not, that kind of thing. Just know that taking on another task will bring you more opportunities and more abundance there, yes. But it's going to still be a lot of work, and it might not be worth it to you if it, you know, in the long run, as far as that stuff goes. That's where the say no answer comes into play. Okay, I hope that's been clear for you guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, those of you who picked pile number 2, the purple butterfly, let's go ahead and see what's going on with you guys. Should you go for it or not? We have the Four of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. I'm sorry, for the Dream Oracle card, looking deeper, okay, we have teeth, take a big bite out of life, and for the Answer is Simple card, we have Say Thank You. Okay, so I really do believe this is a very good opportunity for you, but I feel like you've just really been dragging your feet to get there. Okay, I feel like some of you guys might be very low energy and might have some, you know, issues with motivation right now. If that's been going on for about 3 weeks, and it seems like it's starting to improve, go ahead and just know that that's going to improve. If not, I would suggest seeking some kind of professional help, okay? Just because I am getting that, and, you know, as somebody who is, you know, has a degree in psychology, who has my own mental health issues, I feel that it's important that we take care of our mental health, okay? But the bottom line here is, yes, you should go for it. It's going to make you feel good. You're going to feel good about doing that, okay? This is being offered to you. It's almost divine the way that this is being offered to you. And the Ace of Swords is letting me know that another like it's almost like if there's another person involved, like they're going to also take action too, okay, in response to what you're doing. Or if there's not another person involved and you're asking about something that doesn't involve other people, it's almost like the situation's gonna also come to you as well, okay? So for some of you guys, the decision to go for it or not will be met with the other person goes for it, or the situation kind of forces you to go for it, okay? Say thank you. You know, again, this is like a gift, okay? This is like a divine gift for you. And, you know, so be very grateful that you have this opportunity. I really feel like those of you who pick this pile don't usually get opportunities this special, let's say. Okay, now the teeth, take a big bite out of life. These are Dream Oracle cards, okay? And I'm trained in Jungian analysis to interpret dreams. For this particular card, I want to say that instead of thinking about it as taking a bite out of life, okay, teeth tend to represent getting older or running out of time, okay? What I feel that this is telling you is that if you don't go for it soon, then you're going to run out of time. It's not, you know, it's going to be something that you're not going to be able to manifest. So it's like also telling me that now's the time. The situation's ripe for you to do something. Okay, guys? All right. All right. Pile number 4, the orange butterfly. Here is your reading. Should you go for it or not? We have the Lovers, we have the Ace of Wands, And we have Justice. Absolutely. Take action. I don't even have to look at the other cards to know this. Look at all this fiery action you have here. This is beautiful, guys. Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Definitely. Definitely go for it. We have the Naked card from the Dream Oracle, Dare to Bear All. This can also refer to feeling vulnerable, okay? I just want to mention that I'm trained in Jungian dream analysis, and I just wanted to mention that the Dare to Bear All, you know, yes, there's that aspect of nudity dreams, but there's also the aspect where people in dreams are nude because they feel vulnerable, or you know, they don't want to be seen for whatever reason. So this might cause you to feel vulnerable, but it's still saying, yes, do it, go for it, this is going to be great. Especially if you're in a romantic situation, definitely go for it. And then this card is just saying, be patient, okay? And I know that some of you guys, oh my goodness, some of you guys are probably like, I have been patient. That's why I'm asking if I should go for this or not, right? This will happen, okay? When we have wand energy like this, you know, we've got the Ace of Wands, and then we've got 2 major arcana cards, all right? This is gonna happen quickly, relatively, right? But it's just not, it might not happen on your time frame, okay? It might not happen exactly the way you're envisioning it, okay? For those of you who are watching this around the time that it went up, let's say in the first week or so, look for that around March 21st, okay? That's the spring equinox. For those of you who are watching this, you know, at a different time, okay, go ahead and look for that in 6 weeks. Okay, guys? All right. All right. Those of you who picked pile number 4, here is your reading. We have the Hanged Man, we have the World, and we have the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. This is great. Go for it, definitely. This is good. We've got School, examine your beliefs about being tested, and let go and flow. So yeah, go for it. The Hanged Man sees things from different perspectives, okay? So you have a unique thing to offer in this situation, okay? The World is about manifesting all of your desires and having what you want and what you need. If this is a situation of like, am I going to have a positive outcome if I do this? You will. This is what this is saying. We've got 2 major arcana cards here, so I know that this is an important decision for you to make. I'm not saying that other piles aren't important. I just mean that this in your life path is very important, okay? The Queen of Wands counsels to go for it, go with passion, with fire, okay? With the School card, we have, you know, examine your beliefs about being tested. I feel like this is kind of like a challenge to you. So when it comes to school, you know, showing up in a dream, this might be something that's kind of like letting you know that this is a challenging thing. You're kind of moving up maybe in grade levels and things like that. I am trained to analyze dreams through Jungian analysis, and I just wanted to mention that school can also talk about how you're going to learn something from doing this thing, okay? There's something to learn, there's something to gain, and that it's like that lesson's not going to be learned if you don't do this, or you're going to have to go through another cycle where you're going to be in a similar situation. You'll still have to make the same decision, okay? Let go and flow. This is just kind of letting me know that when you do decide to go for it, all right, if that's what you decide, you know, of course, make your own decision. It's going to be relatively easy to manifest for you, okay? It's going to just kind of become real natural, and everything's going to just kind of fit in place, okay? So I am getting a positive outcome with this too, so keep that in mind. That's a great reading, guys. Alrighty, those of you who picked pile number 5, the pink butterfly, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Key, all right, and love your body. All right, guys, yes, go for it. The Ten of Pentacles, you know, promises abundance. Usually it's tied to materialistic things, okay? So especially if this is like a career thing or a job thing, yes, go for it. It should work out. We've got the Three of Pentacles too here, which is also another positive card when it comes to abundance, okay? That doesn't have to mean that this is about money or the material world, but this is just the theme of the Pentacles suit, okay? So if this was a love situation, for example, it would be an abundance of love and people being recognizing you as somebody who is a loving person, okay? Because this Three of Pentacles is about recognition for a good job. Now, the Page of Wands carries this fire energy with them, okay? And the fiery energy, that the wand energy, is about taking action. So that's why I feel that you should go for it, okay? This dream, the Key, is you know, according to this card, is saying seek no further. Your aha moment is at hand. Okay, so this is a very positive card. Another way of looking at it through Jungian analysis is that a key will open something up to you. This will open up a new possibility for you. This will open up more for you. Okay, so the abundance card makes sense. You know, it's a situation that whatever it is that you're doing to affect positive change will affect more positive change than you're imagining, okay? And then we have a love your body. I think that there is something, you know, that has to do with this that affects you, like either physically or in a mental way, that it affects your body, okay? So what I'm saying is, for example, maybe you're self-conscious, okay, because of the way that you look for whatever reason, okay. This is assuring you that that's not a problem. Don't worry about that. You know, you're probably extremely beautiful, okay. Love your body could also mean that, hey, if this situation is stressing you out because you haven't made a decision, go ahead and go for it, because it's not worth losing sleep over. It's not worth, you know, having all those stress chemicals in your system and all of that kind of stuff, okay? This could also just tell you that, you know, there might be something having to do with the situation. You know, maybe you're an athlete or something like that, that's telling you, hey, you know, eat better, exercise more, whatever it is that you need to do in order to be prepared for this, okay? I think most of you guys, it's going to be about body image and about like kind of psychosomatic stuff, you know, which is like, you know, the mind body connection, okay? I think it's going to be more like that, okay? And those of you who are like, you know, none of those really resonate, it could just be that, you know, you need to just dress up, you know, you need to just, you know, present yourself in a way, you know, pamper yourself and that kind of thing. So yeah, it could be that too. All right, guys, so this looks positive. This is great. This is really, really great. All right, those of you who picked pile number 6, the red butterfly, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Devil, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. We also have money. Discover the source of your true power and put others first. Okay, for this, the overall meaning, I feel, is no, but stick around, because I think that there are some exceptions to this based on the cards that came out. Okay, first off, we've got 3 cards that mention money. Okay, I feel like with this card especially, I feel like there's too much. It feels to me like there's too much focus on what you're going to get out of it, like a material thing that you're going to get out of, than there is about doing something with love, okay? So those of you who are doing this, you know, who are wondering, well, should I do this because you're being really tempted to do something that might have a really high, like, for example, make an investment that might have a really high profit, you know, that kind of thing. Just know that if you're doing it from an ego perspective, okay, it's just not going to work. And this is kind of like saying, let other people do this and not you. This isn't really what you are meant to do. If this is something where the money, the abundance, whatever you get out of it, is not literal money or literal material items, okay? And let's say it's a relationship or something like that, be aware that there's a part of your ego that's really, really attached to this, okay? And when I say that, I mean, there's something really tempting about it. There's something that feels a little bit wrong about it. Even if you're doing things the right way, okay, there's something about it that kind of feels wrong for me, okay? And these are saying, you can start something new, but you really need to reassess this, okay? You really need to assess the situation before you decide to take action, and make sure that your heart's in the right place, okay? And know that you can create abundance in your life. And there's also the fact that your power, it says discover the source of your true power. Your true power is in creating positive change in the world. That's your power, okay? Every human can do that. Living your best life, living on your path, that kind of thing. So know that as long as you're doing that, as long as you're being authentic, as long as you're being loving, then you will be using your own power in order to get the situation, okay? Putting others first, especially if this is in a relationship, this just clues me in that there might be some other factors involved that involve other people, okay? If this is a love situation, I would say try to think about this situation from the other person's perspective. Okay, if there are other human beings involved, it's kind of the same thing. You might want to go out of your way to allow them to, for example, if it's an argument, allow them to win a little, that kind of thing. But it feels to me like it's more about being polite and being caring for another person, rather than it being about just letting people walk all over you. Obviously, don't do that. All right, guys? Thank you so much, you guys, for sticking until the end of this reading, and for those of you who are tuning in to find out about my readings. Basically, here's the deal. I have priority readings that the turnover is 48 hours, okay? Those readings are $150 for 45 to 60 minutes. I've also added a $75 one that you can ask 3 questions, and a $100 one where you can ask 5 questions, okay? The full 150, you can ask 10. Similarly, my other topic readings, okay? The full readings are in between $65 and $85 for 45 minutes to 60 minutes, okay? I'm also offering a 3-question reading, 20 minutes. The price for that will be between $30 and $40 depending on the topic you choose. And the other price is going to be for 5 questions, depending on the topic you choose. It's going to be anywhere from $45 to $60, okay? So I just wanted to let you guys know that. In addition to this, it'll be similarly priced. Right now I have a year ahead reading that you can order. I'll also offer a 3 months ahead, okay, and a 6 months ahead, okay? And it'll be priced as well, okay? If you want to order any of these readings, go ahead and send me an email, okay? If you want a full reading, you can just do that through my website. But if you want the new prices, then I will be able to send you either an invoice for that or something like that. Because it's not available on my website yet, I'm not going to be able to update that until probably Friday, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that you have some more options now. And thank you so much for watching. You guys, I love the feedback. I love, hearing back from you guys and finding out how the reading did. Just know that I really appreciate that, okay? And I really care about every single one of you guys. And I'm so glad that I am a positive force in your life. It's really great.